quickly about menus and why your menu isn't selling, um, or why your menu isn't selling your business and or your services. If you don't know, my name is Richard. I am a graphic designer and brand specialist for the food and beverage industry. My apologies for this camera shaking. I'm just trying to get in the best position right here so I can have this conversation with you. Um, like I said, today we're going to talk about different issues and why food truck owners' menus aren't selling. Some of the topics that I'll be talking about is um the hierarchy, the design, um, the pricing, and just some things of that nature. Um, the reason why I wanted to have this conversation with you is because I've been working with a lot of clients. I've even met with somebody in just passing after they found out what it is that I do and how that I help food trucks and food truck businesses. They in explaining to them about the menu and the psychology behind menus, it was some small things that they just did not know or understand. Simply like the fact that leaving the dollar sign off of your price on your menu and how strategic that is when it comes to menu psychology. A lot of people, when they create their menus, they either focus on just the clutter. Let's start right there. A lot of people, I realize that when I'm creating menus for them, and if I leave it up to a client or a customer per se, they tend to add everything that they can make. I always say that's a huge mistake. That's a mistake that we do not want to do. For the most part, I think you should have between 5 to 8 items. 5 to 8 items is always a very good start or a very good finish because 5 to 8 items signals, um, it helps with anchor selling of your products and services. And if you're not aware of what anchoring is creating a or pricing a specific meal or something on your menu where, and I hate to say it this way, it's something that that's not going to sell. It's usually a high price item that's listed on your menu. You have three main things. Your anchor item is something that leads people to purchase the item intended, or your bestseller on your menu. So that's one of the things that I like to make sure I help food truck owners and just owners in general of the food and beverage industry, because a lot of people, like I said, they tend to clutter their menu with everything. I know a lot of you guys are great cooks. A lot of you guys want to show what it is that you do and whatever it is that you provide. If you're just jumping into this live stream, I appreciate you. Thank you. What you can do and what I would love for you to do is please, please, please head over to my page, give me a follow. I just dropped some new videos in regards to what I'm talking about today. But if you're not aware of who I am and what I do, my name is Richard of King Richard Designs, and I am a brand and visual identity designer for the food trucks or for the food and beverage industry, specifically food trucks. And like I said, in this live stream, if you're just jumping in, what I'm going to do, what I'm talking about right now is I am talking about menu psychology and how you, as food truck owners, are leaving money on the table. A lot of people I come across nowadays are using AI. Now, again, AI is a great tool. It can help you if you're in a pinch, but it never, or I won't say never, it shouldn't replace the actual designer when it comes to your menu design. It should assist you in if you're in a bind or in a pinch. I come across a lot of people when they're creating their menu, they're creating it specifically just for the look and to add their items on there, but there's no psychology behind that, which causes you to lose out and lose money. And that's not what we want to do. My goal is to make sure and to help you all to profit. So when it comes to menus and why you're losing money, I would say it is again, it's the clutter of your menu, it's the design of your menu, it's the amount of things that you're listing on your menu. These all these things play a huge factor. A lot of people, when someone is coming up to your food truck or up to your business, one thing that they don't do, um, G4M, or I apologize if I said that incorrectly. Um, Thank you for joining the live. Make sure you please head over and follow. Um, but a lot of things that people tend to do when they're creating their menu is they put a lot of items on there. Excuse me. They put a whole lot of items on there. They price it based on um, thank you, thank you. They price it based on just a feeling. There's no pricing psychology behind that, no menu psychology behind that, and that right there leaves money on the table. Um, One thing that you can do and you should do is use the triangle method, or make sure you have your top selling item or your feature item, put it in like a box, put a star by it, make it large so that when people come up to and they gravitate to your food truck and or business, they see that. They see your featured item. Make sure you label it as a featured item. Make sure you label it as like your best seller. That's another thing that's going to help you when it comes to sales and increasing your 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 sales, increasing tickets. A lot of people, when they create their menus, another thing you must remember is people are coming to you, they gravitate to you, and before they even purchase or see anything on your menu, they're brought to you by your smell. So when they do come up to your food truck, your menu, you don't want it to be cluttered with everything on there, because that then causes confusion. A lot of people, when they typically come to food trucks, they're either coming based off of the branding and the nowadays the social media that has attracted them to what it is that you're doing or what it is that you're providing, or they're coming there because of a recommendation. You don't want them to come there, be confused, and have to read your menu as if it's a to-do list. That's a big issue, because listing everything on there and making it look more of like a to-do list, it ultimately makes your customer hesitate. It makes your customer think. It keeps people at the menu instead of the window ordering food and what it is that you're selling. People don't read menus, they scan through menus. They scan through it. They typically know what it is that they want when they come there, but if they're bombarded with a ton of options, it makes it difficult to make that decision. They hesitate and they do one of two things. They either walk away or they choose the food truck or the other vendor right next to you. And that's a loss in sales, and that's what we don't want to do. So, just a quick recap. Rocco Blocks. Hi, how are you? I appreciate you. Please make sure you jump in, head over to my page. Make sure you hit that follow and subscribe button, because the more followers and people I gain, the more I'm able to provide this content that can help you and or your business. Um, but like I said, this won't be too long. It's just a lunch break check in, just giving you some quick tips in regards to menus and menu psychology, what it is that you can do. Small changes like these things that I've just mentioned are things that can help you improve your sales, increase your ticket sales, and just increase your sales in general. Um, so, we're going to go a little bit longer in regards to this. I'm not going to stay too much longer. I definitely will be doing these live streams more often. But if you want a little more detail in what it is that um, I talk about, what it is that I discuss and that I do, make sure you head over to my channel. Um, Check out some of the long form content. I do daily YouTube shorts providing you information about the food and beverage industry, how you can build and increase your brand and your visual identity. So, with that being said, again, I'm not going to keep you too long. I appreciate you if you did jump on this live stream, gamer D4M3. You know what it is. I appreciate you, Rocco Blocks. I appreciate you. Thank you all. If you know someone who can benefit from this content or you yourself can benefit from this content, please follow me. Make sure you share this content with someone else. And again, check out my videos on my channel. And till the next time in the next live stream, I appreciate you and I'll talk to you soon.